How's it going, guys? In this video, I'll be bringing you my all-time Nashville team build. If you guys are wondering why did I make an all-time Nashville team, it's for the Stanley Hut playoffs. Basically what that is 16 YouTubers and streamers are going to be competing against each other in an NHL 17 playoff. We each get an actual playoff team, so obviously the team that I was randomly given was Nashville. We'll be going up against Chicago, so like all the first round matchups are going to be the exact same as real life NHL. And Man the Rit's actually the one who got Chicago, so that should be a really fun first round matchup. I'll actually post everyone who's competing and their team on the screen right now for you guys to check out. But I wanted to kind of share this team with you guys as I did spend a while making it. Basically the only restriction was you couldn't go over 1600 for your total overall. So like let's say you added up 92, 91, 93, etc. Your 18 skaters can't go over 1600, so your goalies don't count, which is huge, as I ended up kind of like just using the best possible goalies because of that. But even with that cap of 1600, this is honestly probably the best all-time Nashville team you can make outside of maybe one or two players. So as you guys can see, we have Team of the Year Arvidsson, Stanley Cup Johansson, and then the Halloween Derek Roy there on the first line. Team Week Neil, Flashback Gustad, who has 99 faceoffs. Hopefully that's huge for us. And then Steve Sullivan there on the left wing. Third line here we have November Forsberg, Flashback Santorelli, and the Stanley Cup edition Kevin Fiala. And then fourth line here we have Expansion Ribeiro, Kyle O'Reilly, and Jarnock. And honestly, other than upgrading the Jarnock to his Team of the Year version, this is probably the forward group I would go with, as O'Reilly has a point to team wheel, which I kind of need. Defense here we have the Team of the Year PK Subban, paired up with Movember Roman Josi. Second pairing there we have Team of the Year Ekholm and Movember Shea Weber, so just a crazy top four. And then the third pair here we have the Flashback Barrett Jackman and the Team of the Year Samuel Girard, who I never thought I'd actually use, but he actually is a Nashville prospect, and he honestly doesn't have the greatest defensive stats. I've actually heard a lot of people prefer to use him on like the fourth line wing, so I figured why not pair him up with Barrett Jackman, who's just kind of like the prototypical defensive defenseman. Hopefully that's a solid third pair for us. And I mean, the top four is so good, it probably really won't matter. And then finally, guys, in goal here we have the 99 overall Team of the Year Dubnyk as a starting goaltender. He should just be an absolute beast. And then the backup Stanley Cup edition Pecorino. You might be wondering, why am I using a 94 as my backup? But he has two synergies I really need, 2 points to trap and 2 points to X-ray. So right there, guys, is a quick look at the team. I also want to show you the synergies. Like I mentioned earlier, there's a cap of 1600 for your team. That is all your skaters overalls added up. I'm actually technically over 1600 already due to some Movembers getting upgraded. But the rule basically was if you locked in before they got upgraded, it didn't matter. And that's kind of why I purposely chose some Stanley Cup cards and some Movember cards. In case they do get upgraded, I kind of get a free boost. And the fact that Nashville is still in the playoffs is huge too, because that means they could get even more boosts opposed to, say, Chicago, who Man the Rit has. He's not going to be getting any more boosts unless they have like a World Championship card, something like that. Another thing I want to mention, guys, is my synergies. So this team is heavily focused on synergies. My reasoning for that is a 1600 cap for overalls, but there's nothing about synergies. So I mean, synergies is how you build the best team possible for this, right? Because like if everyone builds a 1600 team without synergies, everyone would have a fair playing field. But if you build a 1600 team with, say, every synergy somehow, then your team is just boosted to the max, and you actually have a much better team than everyone else. So I kind of use synergies to my advantage for that reason. They can kind of just push you over 1600, but it's allowed, and hopefully that'll help us out. And I don't think I mentioned it earlier, but the winner of the Stanley Cup playoffs is going to get some like huge giveaway prize pack to give away to their subscribers. So I'm going to do my best to try and win that for you guys. And as you guys can see here, we actually have every single original team synergy except for long range bombers, which honestly isn't too big of a deal. One-time efficiency is huge, same with cycle game, take the tape, team wheel obviously the most important, team shot block, and it's a trap. We've also got some of the new ones. You guys can see Girard actually gives himself puck hog. Some guys have Takeaway King. Wrecking Crew is huge. You get the acceleration, the strength, the balance. And then X-Ray is probably the second most important synergy in the game, in my opinion, behind Team Wheel. So the fact that we have both of those is obviously a huge plus. Then we also have end-to-end awareness just for bonus offensive awareness and defensive awareness. So like I was saying, this is a very stacked team. We're technically already over the 1600, and then with all these synergy boosts, I'm thinking this team has to be one of the best ones. I'm also going to show you guys the special teams here, just kind of give you an idea of what we're going with. Basically, for the power play, use your best offensive players. Four-man power play, usually like the fastest. Penalty kill, I usually like a really good face-off guy with a speedy winger, and then like the best defensive defenseman. Same goes for three-man penalty kill. You want someone that can win the face-offs, then your best defenseman. Shootout, I have a couple left-handed guys. One thing with this team is there's actually not that many lefties, but Hopefully that's not too big of a deal. Extra attackers there, goalies you already seen, then of course head coach there is Fiddler, so we get the team wheel synergy. But I think that's it, guys, for this team build. Hopefully you guys like it. I think this is a pretty sick team. Cannot wait to try it out. Hopefully the first video for the Stanley Cup playoffs will be out later this week, so you guys can actually see this team in action, and hopefully we can recreate what happened in real life. Get that sweep on Man of the Ridge. I think every single round's a best of 3 aside from the final, which might be 5 or 7. I'm not exactly sure yet, but it should be fun. Like I said, I hope you guys enjoyed this team build, and I'm going to do my best to try and win this thing for you guys. So besides that, thank you guys for watching the video. If you did enjoy it, please leave a thumbs up. Have a nice day, guys. Goodbye.